Okay, we are going live here in just a minute. Okay, we're getting this all cranked up here. Give it a minute. We're almost set. We're running live, just in case you're tuning in. We're running live on both YouTube and Facebook Live. Um, Facebook tends to go out once in a while, but if it does, we're on YouTube right now live. So it was pretty steady on YouTube. So in case this video fails on Facebook, go over to YouTube. If you can go over to YouTube, that'd be fantastic, and watch us from there. I believe it's almost time. We just got a few minutes. I like to set things up early, just in case they fail. It gives you a few minutes of buffer. So we're getting ready to go. Okay, looks like everything is set over here. And again, in case you're just tuning in, I'm broadcasting both on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And that way people have a chance to see us everywhere. Okay, that looks fantastic. Okay, we are great. So it is now just about 1 o'clock, right? Yeah, not bad timing. So very good. So greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Martial Arts History Museum. This is a little different broadcast than usual, so it's kind of cool. Let's see, Jim's Burko says hello from South Indiana. Very good. Thank you, James. Very kind of you to sign on. Let's see, Frederick Bell says good afternoon from Fresno, California. Matter of fact, I'm going out that way very soon. Fresno, Fresno, they have a place called Storyland. You ever been there, Frederick, to Storyland? I used to go there all the time, a place called Storyland. It was a great place. And it was a lot of fun when I was a kid. So Storyland, it was really good. Sean Foon says, great latest biography. Thank you very much. Now, in case you're tuning in, and as I go through this whole thing, I'm waiting for a few more people to come on board. I went ahead and posted this already. I like to do things ahead of time. So I went ahead and posted the video already. So some people can already see it, right now. If you want to see it, it's there on YouTube right now. So I went ahead and posted it because I don't want to take the last chance. I saw that on Shark Tank, that someone, they had a big celebration and their YouTube channel went down as they did their whole broadcast, and they lost out on everything. So I don't want that ever to happen. So anyway, Douglas Wong's on board. Thank you, Douglas Wong. Douglas Wong says, hi, Michael. I am on Facebook and YouTube. Oh, great. Saw a video. Great video. Saw it this morning. Thanks for all the pictures and mention you. Of course. Sifu Douglas Wong has been a beautiful friend. So anyway, there, everybody's tuning in. Thank you, everybody. So many people are coming online now. I'm just waiting a little bit. The numbers are coming up. People are watching. I'm getting some comments here. More people on YouTube watching. Thank you. If everybody who is on Facebook, if you can go over to YouTube and sign up on there, the Martial Arts History Museum channel, and I am live there. Why is that important? Because we get points for everybody who watches on YouTube, but we don't get points for anybody who watching on Facebook. But that's okay. If you can't switch over, no problem. We're going to broadcast here on both Facebook and YouTube. The Spectrum, who does all our internet here, is horrible. I can tell you that. And Facebook sometimes drops, but YouTube doesn't seem to drop that often. So just in case it drops here, I just want to let you know, there's an alternative. You can go to Facebook or YouTube. Okay, Frederick Bell says, yes, sir, across from Chappie Zoo. Oh, yeah, Storyland. I'm glad it's still there. I still have the key. They used to have a key. You go in there and turn it. I still have the key. So I know I've kept it all the years. I haven't been there, gosh, since I was a little kid. Anyway, a lot of people are tuning in. Thank you, everybody. Troy Ransom, thank you for tuning in. Very good. So greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Martial Arts History Museum. My name is Michael Matsuda. I'm president and founder of the museum. Well, today I have the privilege of finally announcing my own biography. I know, I do everybody else's biography, and it's fun to do, but I hardly do the things on me. So I said, okay, I better do it on me. And that's what I did. We shot this over a year and a half ago. Oh, look, somebody's calling. Hold on. This is Michael. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Oh, I'm good. I'm good for 2 weeks. Okay, sounds good. I have a live broadcast here. Okay, bye. My wife is giving me a call. So anyway, back to our story. So I thought, I did a bunch of biographies, and we did one on Sifu Douglas Wong. We did one Jericho Moro. We did one some a lot of people, and I said, it's about time I do a biography on myself, so you guys get to know who I am. Here it is. Here it is. Something so. Okay, good. We're good. See, sorry about that. So you guys get to know who I am. So that's what it's about. It's a nice biography about my life, what I went through, and all about the museum, how the museum started. So just to give you just a brief information about it, I was very, putting it together. It has been a journey, shall we say. It has been a long journey. I can tell you right that. And I'll say this in the video, but I'll give you a little more in-depth information while we talk on here. Sifu Douglas Wong knows firsthand about the journey. When we decided to do a museum, when I say we, I mean me, but I don't like to say when I started. I'd rather say we, because I like it to be, bigger. But anyway, when I started to do the museum, it was when I decided to sell a martial art magazine. I used to own martial art magazine, and I sold that in 1988. And it's at that time I contacted my good friend Sifu Douglas Wong. I have known Sifu Douglas Wong for many, many years, and I had talked to him first above everybody else to talk to him about the museum and to see if it was a good idea and all that. And he thought it was a very good idea. So after that, I talked to him, and then I talked to a few other people as well after that. But it was Sifu Douglas Wong, who I first went to, and I highly respect. And after that, I went, decided, okay, let's see about doing a museum. What do we got to do, and how are we going to put this together? And I'll say in the video, I went back to school for many, many years to learn how to do a museum. And I say that with, well, I didn't want this place to fail. I did not want this museum to fail. And I decided I'm going to go back to school. I went to every school you can think of, you name it. I went to them all. It's all in the video. But I think it's so important that we have that professionalism in the martial arts, and to bring a professional museum rather than just throwing stuff on the wall, I thought was very important. And the martial arts deserves our professionalism. So that's what I did. I wanted to make sure I knew how to design and make everything to the museum, and make sure we're going to have a nice place. Was it a wise decision to do the museum? Probably not. People ask me all the time. So, what do you think of me making a museum over here in England or in Australia or somewhere over here? And I said, don't do it. I don't do it because it is a lot of work. I can tell you that it is a lot of work. Oh, look at a few more people signed on. America Sabi Samas and Richard Bash. Thank you, Richard, for signing on too. And very good. Excellent. A few more people are signing on. So I tell them, it is hard work. I can tell you without doubt, this is not in the video. It is hard work putting this together. It really is. The amount of time that you need to put into the museum to make sure it's going to work is tremendous. Personally, I get to bed at 3 p.m., 3 a.m., 3 a.m. every day because I'm still working on the museum. Fireboards Jacques is watching. Thank you, Fireboards Jacques. We're going to get to the story about Fireboards in a minute, but it is such hard work. And the amount of time I am editing, I went to school for editing, and I'm editing on Final Cut Pro, and I am editing every single day. You know, I don't enjoy editing that much. It's okay. I'd rather not do it for a living, but I'm doing it for a living. So I'm doing it every day. And then the graphics, making the graphics. Did you see the poster of Fireboard of Camacho Experiment? I just did that one. To me, that's a lot of fun. Doing the posters, doing that, a lot of fun. But anyway, it took a lot of work to put this together. Mark Stewart, thank you, Mark, for watching. It's just a very time-consuming effort to do, and people like Doug Wong and Fireboard Jacques and many other people know the time it goes in to put this museum together. And not only putting the biographies, and I think these are fun to do, these are enjoyable, I really enjoy doing them. It's also doing everything for the museum to set up and tear down and create something nice for people to enjoy. So as part of the museum, we created a bunch of things called honor days, where we honor people, and that's all part of our events. And it is all those events that we do, and we do 2 to 3 a month, 2 to 3 a month events. And it takes a lot of time to write the scripts and create the video and make all that stuff for people to enjoy, and people will have fun coming to the museum. And by putting these events together, that brings in the funds for the museum. So it has been again a very long task of putting this together. I don't get paid. It would be nice to get paid. I don't get paid. I'd rather all the money go into the museum to make sure we survive. And we are surviving so far. We're surviving okay. Thank you, everybody, so much for your support on this. But doing the biography, I didn't put every detail on there because it'd be about a 6-hour biography. But I put as much as I could in there. And also I put a lot of pictures on there. Mr. Fireboard Jacques has been just a fabulous person to the museum. You know, after I met with Douglas Wong, again, Sifu Douglas was the very first person I met regarding the museum. And then I met with Fireboard Jacques not long after that. And he's the guy that got it on the internet. He's the guy that really launched the door for us to get out there publicly for people to learn about. So we actually started the museum really in 1988, but we didn't get fully registered and everything till 1999. So it was then when we made it official. But until then, we were going through everything and learning how to do this. Lady Lelaine is watching. Thank you, lady. Thank you very much. She says, I missed the Martial Arts History Museum events. Yeah, in case you're new to the Martial Arts History Museum, we do a lot of events here. That we do movie screenings, we do parties, we do a lot of stuff, and that's part of bringing in funds for the museum. And we have a great time at the museum. You know, the museum is the home of the martial arts. You know, I can say that without any reservation. The museum is the official home of the martial arts. What better place can we gather all together, every style, every system, no matter who you are, than at the museum? So it's fantastic to be here. But it has, when people ask, and I say this in the video, but I just want to say it right here as well. When people ask me, what is your favorite item in the museum? And it's asked every time. Every interview I get this asked. And I have to say, again, without reservation, it is the journey. It is the journey because of all of these fantastic people I met along the way. Now, I have included many pictures in the video of the biography throughout the video, and especially at the end of the video, of many people who have helped us over the years. Please don't get upset if your picture's not on there. I don't always have everybody's picture. And I can't find everybody's picture, you know. So I did my best to put as many people's pictures on there that were there along the way to help us out, especially those that helped us out. Those are our primary. I didn't put those who, a lot of movie stars that visit the museum because I would rather focus on the people who helped pioneer this museum. People who came here, donate funds, and came here and help us set up and put the chairs out there. those are the people I would rather have more recognition from. So in this video that you will see, I try not to include the movie stars that have visited us, because they may have visited us, but they have, they haven't donated anything. And I'd rather put recognition to those who have continued to support the museum. So again, please don't get upset if your picture's not in there. I did my best to find as many as I can. I did my best. People will yell at me and say, "Where's my picture?" Anyway, it has, again, I hope you enjoy the video. It was really a pleasure to put together. Even though it was about me, to me, it was about all of us. It was about all of us. And it is through your support that can make this dream come true. Now, this is my dream, but I hope it's your dream as well. I didn't start out saying one day I'm going to make a museum. I didn't. It was because of the time I took writing for Inside Kung Fu and Black Belt magazine. And then when I had my own magazine, I said, magazines come and go, and they're all great and they're all fantastic, but they come and go. And sure enough, they're all gone, and maybe one or two are somewhere out there, but mostly they're all gone. And the books come and go. They all go out of print. And I said, let me find something that will do something to keep the history of the martial arts alive. And that's what I did. I thought a museum would be the best thing in the world. I love museums. I go to museums everywhere. I've been in Washington, D.C., all those museums, and I love them to death, and I read everything about them and all the stuff about what's in there. And we have such a rich history of martial arts. As martial artists ourselves, you know that as well. We've endured through this. Many of you who are as old as fart as I am, back in the 60s, you'll remember the martial arts. And those of you who come on during the 70s, during the Bruce Lee time, and through the 80s, we put in a lot of hard work into doing the martial arts. We're there 2, 3, 4 times a day, 4 days a week, even more. I practiced martial arts every moment I got. I woke up in the morning, practiced it, went to school. At lunchtime, we had our own martial arts club I practiced. Then after school, I practiced. And then I went to the school itself and then stayed every class and practiced. Then afterwards practiced. So for you and me who are obsessed with doing the martial arts, we practice it to death. And what better way to represent the martial arts than to have a museum? So I just want to point out before I throw it out for questions and answers on anything regarding this video and the museum here, I just want to say again, thank you to everybody. You have been the one who put this together. Someone says, taking on the road at first a true inspiration. You became, all of you were my inspiration. We took this museum once I thought, okay, I think doing the museum is a good idea. I think doing the museum going forward, and this is not in the video, but going forward with the museum is a good idea after I talked with Douglas Wong, and I took it on the road. And I took it on the road all over the place as an exhibit. And that was very grueling. And especially we didn't have a place. So I had to put it all in the van. And Sifu Douglas Wong, I borrowed everything he had and everything everybody had. And I piled it all into the van, went off and made a traveling exhibit all over the country, different parts of the country. And not all over the country, but different parts of the country. And then we had it up for people to enjoy. And then once I felt that people were going to support the museum by coming to the exhibit and people were going to put some money in our little box, I thought it would be good to have a museum. So that's what I did. I said, okay, people are going to appreciate it. People want to know about the martial arts. And I thought doing a museum is a great idea. And I knew it's not going to be a huge money-making idea, but you never know. You never know. There's some different things we can do to make some funds, but it's not like having a Star Wars museum. Okay, that one's going to do really well when it's done. We have a Star Wars museum coming out, a George Lucas museum coming out, not too far from here. Anyway, those are huge money-making museums. But you know, I think it was important, and as I close on this and leave it open for questions and answers, I think doing this, you know, someone may ask, why you? You know, why did you start it? You know, people have said, that's been my idea for a long time. But how come? Who are you to start the museum? I'm a martial artist like all of you guys, and it just takes the person to throw that first pebble in the water, you know, to make the ripples. And it takes one person, and it just happened to be me. It just happened to be me. Someone could have done it all this time. There's, you know, the martial arts been here for a long time, and someone could have done it. And I thought, look, I love the martial arts. I've been writing for it. I've been part of the industry since the '60s, and grew up with most people. And as someone said before, hey, we were there. Well, that's true. We were there for a lot of that stuff. And many of you watching can relate. So, you know, being connected with that history makes it more special. That's what I think. And it just happened to be me who threw that little pebble into the pond, and then everybody's come on board and helped us out, expand it. The museum's never been about me. It's always been about the martial arts and the benefits and all the wonderful stuff that's come out of the martial arts history, the martial arts community. So as I open up for questions now, I just want to say again, thank you to everybody. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope it's a lot of fun. Please watch the whole thing if you can. We get more points if you watch it. If those of you who are on YouTube, we are only around 40 hours away from getting monetized. So that's pretty good. Hopefully by tomorrow or the next day we'll get monetized. So I'm going to open the floor now. Go ahead and type in your questions if you have any. If not, we'll just give a brief goodbye, and then we'll let you guys watch the video and hope you enjoy it. So, you know, I try to make them kind of standard, not exactly the same, but kind of close to the same, because, you know, I want to keep it the same rhythm, shall we say. Not like John Williams. John Williams makes every kind of different music you can think of, and movie music. So anyway, who's got a question? Did anybody have a question for me? It's okay if you don't have a question, guys. We don't get too many questions on here. But it's okay if you have a question. No problem at all. Let's see. James Burkle, thank you for writing. Very good. Okay, excellent. I'm looking for questions on here. Okay, no questions. That's okay. No problem. So anyway, before I go, let me say this last thing. Someone asked about Dragonfest. We're still up in the air. We don't know. We don't know yet. Things are happening in the grant that we may get the funding that we've been trying to get. So if that happens, Dragonfest will be on for positive, for sure. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens, okay? We're going to see what happens. So if it all goes through, we're going to have a great time with a new location, a museum restaurant, a museum theater, and a museum village. Yes, a nice village with different styles of shops and things to buy and all that. So a mini Disneyland, shall we say, if all things go through. So let's hope they all go through, and I think they will. So, but we have to be positive about that, and hopefully it all goes through. Okay, that's it, everybody. So, oh, Richard has a question. Please share your hours of operation. Thank you, Richard. The Martial Arts History Museum is located in the city of Burbank. Beautiful downtown Burbank. It's a wonderful city here. We are at 2319 West Magnolia Boulevard. We are open Thursday through Sunday, 11 to 6. Please check out our site, and sometimes we have filming. Sometimes I get a gig here and there, a little acting gig here and there. I don't call it an acting gig, you know. Sometimes I do extra work and being an extra, and I think it's a lot of fun. And I'm doing a little more of that, getting more of that recently, started getting back into that. So I may be gone for that. So check us out on the website. Make sure we're here. So we're open Thursday through Sunday, 11 to 6. Okay. The website is mamuseum.com. And oh, there's a question over here. Smash Burger. Oh, Captain America is talking about the diner, Mao's Diner on Sunset Strip. So excellent. So that's it, all the information. Again, if it all looks good and the grant goes through and all that comes through, watch for an exciting time with the museum. We got a lot of great plans coming up, from outdoor activities to just a fun time. It won't take that long to set up. Believe me, if we get the okay, and we get the location we are looking for, and I cannot say where the location is, but we already have our sights on the location. It's a much bigger facility, and if we get that location, what we're going to do is we're just going to close down for just about a month or so, okay, and then we're going to reopen up for events, all the while building the museum. So the museum itself won't be open, but the events will be open, and we'll be doing that. That way we can keep everybody in touch with the museum and not feel like you have to wait a year and a half for the new museum to start. We're going to be doing it ongoing, so you can enjoy the museum. So we'll probably only be closed for like a month or so, maybe 2 months at the most, and then we're going to reopen for events, so you guys can still come to the museum and have a lot of fun and watch us while we build and make new stuff. It'll be kind of exciting. It's like watching Disneyland being built from the beginning, you know? So I encourage you to stay in touch with the museum. If you have a donation, please make a donation to the museum. We need all the help we can get, especially right now. So please make a generous tax-deductible donation. We are a nonprofit, a 501c3 organization. So your donations, if you're here in America, are tax-deductible. So we hope you'll come on board. So anyway, that's it, everybody. Thank you for your time. Please enjoy the video. Make a comment at the end. It's a good comment, but make a comment at the end. And again, thank you all for making this dream come true and making the Martial Arts History Museum, the world's first and only martial arts history museum, a reality. Oh, someone has a quick question over here. Hello, it sounds awesome. We appreciate all the work you do, and of course, the work everyone does in supporting the museum. Thank you very much, Sensei Emmett. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. And that's it, everybody. You take care. Again, you guys always touch me. Thank you so much. This place would not be here without your support. So all my thanks, all my appreciation. I cannot say enough about all of you who have helped us. Your support has been tremendous, tremendous. And I just want to say that again, if I don't say it enough, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot tell you how much joy and how much appreciation I have. Thank you very much. I'm breaking up here. Okay. Thank you, everybody. You take care. Enjoy the video. Bye, everybody.